Have you guys ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great movie.
How accurate is it to the stock market and trading in real life?
Well, it's pretty accurate. I mean, in terms of pink sheets and OTCs,
Well, it's
pump and dump.
it's the way it used to be or could have been, right? So I think it's important to recognize that there's the right way to do it, and then there's the wrong way to do it. It's accurate in terms of the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
At last, ready to make my fortune. My first day as a future master of the universe.
I have X on it, 86 and a quarter, 6 months ago. Today it is trading at 36 and a half. Mr.
They called it Black Monday. No. By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points. The biggest plummet since the crash of '29.
I know your family, you know mine. No, I don't know. Some country in Europe. Let them do what they market solid.
Fantastic holdings. This is not something that you want to sell.
You know what happened?
I think you're making a big mistake.
Yes, I will talk to your
Trust me, do not answer the phone. A lot of people are going to be calling you, trying to get your dirty
A
laundry.
lot of activity. You don't know what's going on here.
I know. I know.
Holy.
Yeah, that's
Looks like
real life. I mean, it could happen, 100%.
What were they doing on the phones? What was that room?
So that's the way it used to be in brokerages, where you just had a big room of people on dialing for dollars, essentially. And brokers back then, and listen, to be honest, brokers today, they don't have any autonomy to choose stocks and give recommendations. It all comes from the top. You get told what you're pushing, and you call your clients and you pitch it. And that's what they were doing. They were trying to do it, but obviously the stock market crashed in that situation. And I think we've all experienced that pit in the stomach when a trade goes wildly against us. Yes. And this is to the extreme, but
And so they had all their clients. They were calling in, and their clients were saying, "What's going on? I need you to sell my stocks. You know, this is what we're going to do." And so I think that they were trying to convince them not to sell, that, you know, whatever is going on, this is just a blip in the system. It's going to correct itself.
But it's important to recognize, like, just like during the Lehman Brothers collapse in 08, 09 and the financial, like, most of these firms went out of business back then. Like, it was just, you know, when that happens, your clients leave, they've lost too much money, and you can't pay the bills, you can't pay the rent, and you close shop. And so I think that's I mean, yeah, as a trader, big down days. I've never experienced an 87 type crash, but gone through 2000, 2001 and other ones that were pretty similar. And it's tough, man. But I think swing trading gives us the ability to be short in those situations, which is really cool, because as bad as that is, we can still survive and actually profit.
Yeah, for the people who were short that day, they were having a blast, right? But the people who were long, their brokers were trying to talk them off a ledge.
That's right.
You know? So.
Literally, some people did jump.
So can something like this happen today?
Yeah, you still have managed money. In fact, most of the money is still managed. The big money is still managed, whether it's by hedge funds or in mutual funds. So, I mean, I think smaller investors generally don't have access to that, but absolutely. But the smaller investors will get hammered just the same. It's just a smaller amount of money, but it's equally as important to them. And I think this is going to happen again. Now it's important to recognize that we've put in curbs. So the Federal Reserve and the government have put in curbs where if the market drops X percent, it shuts down. If it drops X percent again, it shuts down. If it drops that again, it shuts down for the entire day. But that still can, you know, it can carry over multiple days. And I have no doubt that we'll see a period in the markets where we're down 20% in a matter of days again.
Yeah, just go back and look at the S&P over the past 100 years. You see these big, you know, dips on the chart. People forget that. All they know is up in the past 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Smart Money Stocks and ETFs. My name is Gareth Soloway. I'm a verified pro trader here. 25 years of experience. I've been through it all from the dot-com bubble through the Great Recession all the way to the current markets. In this service, you're going to get chart posts 24/7. When I see something morning, noon, or night, or even on weekends, I'm posting up the levels, giving you analysis and everything you need to be fully informed about the truth, the data, the technical analysis within the markets of stocks and ETFs. In addition, you get exact entry and exit signals from me with suggested portfolio, position size, everything you need to conquer this market and make money for the long term.
Hey, I'm looking for an investor center.
That's how you want to invest?
So, where are your Quotrons?
Quotrons?
Yeah, computers.
No, we don't even need computers here. We just trade right off the pink sheets here.
Pink sheets?
Yeah, they're penny stocks. You know, companies that can't get listed on NASDAQ, they don't have enough capital, their shares trade here.
Penny stocks?
Yeah, this one, Aerotyne, is a really interesting, Aerotyne.
Aerotyne, yeah.
Maybe?
Is this stuff regulated, or what are you doing here?
Sort of.
Sort of? Jesus Christ, the spread on these is huge.
Yeah, and that's the point. What's your name again?
Mine, Jordan Belfort.
Jordan, what do you get on a blue chip stock?
I make 1%. I did make 1%.
Pink sheets, it's 50.
It's 50%? 50% commission?
Yep.
For what?
It's our markup for our services.
So if I sell a stock at $10,000, my commission is $5,000.
And I hope it happens.
Hello, John. How you doing today? You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell? Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute? Name of the company, Aerotyne International. It is a cutting-edge, high-tech firm out of the Midwest awaiting imminent patent approval on a next generation of radar detectors that have both huge military and civilian applications. Now, right now, John, the stock trades over the counter at 10 cents a share. And by the way, John, our analysts indicate it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Your profit on a mere $6,000 investment would be upwards of $60,000.
Jesus, that's my mortgage, man.
Exactly, you could pay off your mortgage.
This stock will pay off my house.
John, one thing I can promise you, even in this market, is that I never ask my clients to judge me on my winners. I ask them to judge me on my losers because I have so few. And in the case of Aerotyne, based on every technical factor out there, John, we are looking at a grand slam home run.
Okay, let's do it. I'll do $4,000.
4,000, that'd be 40,000 shares, John. Let me lock in that trade right now and get back to you with my secretary with an exact confirmation. Sound good, John?
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. Hey, John, thank you for your vote of confidence, and welcome to the Investors Center.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
You can sell. You can sell.
Yeah.
So what was that? Was that stock trading?
I mean,
That's not stock
that's
trading.
not really stock trading. He was a great salesman.
That's
I mean,
sales.
that's really what it was.
Yeah.
He knew how to find his pain points, and he was able to sell him on the destination, the dream of,
Easy money.
easy money. That's right.
That's right, which is really what most people get into stocks, at least, for, right? I mean, they get in because they think they can get rich quick, and I think we can all agree that it doesn't quite work that way.
It doesn't.
It takes a lot of effort and study and everything like that. You know what this reminded me of? This reminds me of the crypto markets right now. So it's just like, it's just a different asset now, but it's the same stuff. I mean, crap coins, scam coins, meme coins. I mean, yes, you get the good quality stuff like Bitcoin, the apples of crypto, but I would almost guarantee there's offices like this in various parts of the world that are probably doing the same thing. Except now they're doing it on social media, right?
100%.
I mean, heck, when
Twitter.
I post a video on YouTube, I mean, how many times do you have to block out about this coin that they're spamming on it about how it's going to be the next big one?
Or even a tweet below all the tweets.
Yeah.
People are sharing
Yeah.
on the coin.
So I think it's a good learning experience for people to see and understand that you see what went on here and how many people got screwed, and then don't fall into these same pitfalls, really.
That's the key. I actually started with penny stocks, years ago.
Me too.
You too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people, you're drawn into it. You can buy 10,000 shares for $100 and say, wow, if it goes up, to $5, I can make a ton of money. And, most of the time, it's just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
You're just throwing away $100
Yeah.
here all the time.
It's the same thing with like the lottery, right? I mean, you always hear, and this is what always drives me nuts with people in crypto is like you hear about the guy that made like 300 million on Dogecoin, but yeah, you also hear about the guy that won the lottery. It's like it's so rare, and most of the people that make money in crypto, they end up giving it back, right? It's just the nature of it. Yeah, that's true. So
Essentially a pump and dump scheme, right? Not a real company in someone's shed. They're selling it and probably didn't do too well in that investment.
yeah.
What were the pink sheets that they were trading on? What was that?
Pink sheets are companies that basically, to be on the pink sheets, you don't have to pass all the Securities Exchange Commission rules, right? So you don't have to report earnings as much. There's not as much transparency. So almost anyone, at least back then, it's still somewhat like that. But to be on the pinks or the over-the-counter, it's companies that basically don't have as many stringent rules to follow. So they're just riskier like that. I mean, it's just like, out of someone's basement or shed.
So what do? I go to the one place on earth that befit my high-minded ambitions.
You are lower than pond scum. You got a problem with that, Jordan?
No problem at all.
Good, because that is what you are, pond scum. Your job is connector, which means that you will be dialing the phone over 500 times a day, trying to connect me with wealthy business owners. And until you pass your Series 7, that is all you're gonna. Just so you know, last year, I made over $300,000. The other guy you'll be working for, he made over $1 million.
$1 million.
Did you really pitch a stock in a job interview?
I had to do something to stand out, right, sir?
Lunch today.
Yeah.
We don't start dialing at 9:30 because our clients are already answering the phone. 3, 2, 1.
You want to know what money sounds like? Go to a trading floor on Wall Street.
Solid.
Jordan Belfort.
2000.
Jerry Folk.
Done! Time to paint the tape. Woo! 2000 Microsoft going in the hole. Come on. It's alive. It's alive. Hold on to that. It's hot.
So how does that differ from how stocks are traded now?
Well, most of it's electronic trading now, with the online brokerage accounts. You don't have to send paper to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Technology's really changed things quite a bit, no doubt about it. It's made it cheaper for retail too, to be honest. Now trade for almost free, if not free. But yeah, that was quite the times, man. That was the olden days, how it was done. Yeah.
Was that the 80s? 80s that
Yeah,
this
80s.
was taking place? Yeah.
What is the Series 7?
So I think it's a test, right, to become a financial advisor or a stockbroker or something like that.
yeah.
So I think it's a rigorous test, and once you pass that, you can sell stocks.
I had my Series 7 way back when I first started. It's just a test that kind of makes you just learn the BS that is required by the system so that you know the rules. And I dropped it, to be honest. I didn't want to continue with it because it doesn't allow you to speak your mind. You have to follow specific rules. Once you get any of these licenses, you have to essentially abide by their rules. You can't say, again, what your opinion is. Your opinion, frankly, doesn't matter. They don't want you to look at charts. They just want you to be told what to sell, and you got to go do it and execute the trade. So not to say it's not a good thing. I mean, it's a lot of people have their Series 7, but it's a much different world than being a trader like us, like a trader, swing trader. Man, we're doing what we see in the charts. That's a whole new world. In fact, technical analysis back then was like you'd get kicked out of the room if you even talked technical analysis. It was all fundamentals. Even really until about 10 years ago, I would say. I mean, Kramer didn't even talk about it, and now he's starting to talk more and more in his shows about technical analysis. So that's what we do, and it works for us. We make money, yeah. So
Matter of fact, it's logical, it's scientific in a way, but it's also an art, and it's very clear. If it bounces off that trend line, great. If not, look for the next trend line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My new friend, Kevin Doyle, showed me how you could leverage 2.5 times your cash at a day trading firm. I've been upping the dose for over a week. It seemed to cut my learning curve.
Why are you buying that? The CEO was just indicted.
But not for the big fat defense contract he bribed his way into. That's still on. Should be announced next week. I was jacked in, booted up. At the end of the week, my brokerage account contained over $2 million. Word quickly got out.
So that's the movie where he took a special pill, right?
Correct.
Like, really made him focus, kind of like an Adderall. I could see how it could work, honestly,
to the nth degree, though. I mean, what he was able to do, I mean, is incredible. And again, it plays on our want of like to get rich quick. Like, oh man, if I could only figure out the magic pill for to be able to turn how much money into $2+ million in a week. And I think we've found is that there's really no magic pill, right? I mean, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of study, and it's a lot of losses along the way, and you do it right and you learn from your mistakes, and there is profits at the end of the tunnel. But it's not like you make, it's not like none of us would risk, $100K to make 2.5 million in a day or two. It's just because the risk is if you're going to make that much, you could basically lose equal amounts. And what I thought was interesting is he's talking about what he said, 2.5 leverage.
2.5.
Yeah.
Like amateurs. And I just say that not because I use more than that, but because like in the crypto markets, it's like 100x. Like that's like, it's just that just struck me. I'm like, man, 2.5. That was the olden days.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. In Dubai, you could do 100 times leverage.
Dude,
it's incredible.
Incredible, man. But yeah, it's a good movie. Again, people just have to realize that I wouldn't recommend. And you're the doctor. Would you recommend popping a bunch of pills to try to?
No, I mean, I think it can help your focus, but is it going to really, make $2 million in a week? Very unlikely, right? But I think it's good to be able to be focused, get good sleep, exercise, eat well, right? Focus when you're studying, and then take that break, to kind of re-engage an hour or two later. Right?
That's right. Yep. So. Absolutely.
All right, so that was Traders React. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments below what you would like us to react to next.